stretch right now. Lost the last three. I guess this week in practice, what's kind of been the feel, and how do you think things are going heading into tomorrow's big game against UAB?
I just think things are, we're just really working right now. Things have been going our way for the last couple of games, but we still look with a bright side, just working on things to get better and making sure that we just implement things so we can have quick transitions to the game, so we can start, working efficiently.
When you're going through, sort of a rush stretch, as two of the older guys, how do you keep the morale up, between you all and the younger guys as well?
Just never lose focus. I think yesterday I think the focus of practice yesterday was kind of just intensity and finishing plays and finishing drills and just trying to make an impact that was going to carry over into tomorrow and then the next day and then the next day and the next day. So, there's no lack of focus or anything like that. I think it's just, you go back and look at all those games that we've lost, and it's by a matter of a couple possessions. So, it's not like we've lost these games by, getting blown out or anything like that. It's just a matter of 1 or 2 possessions every single game. So you focus and take those 2 possessions away, we're on top, and none of this is even being discussed. So.
I think also mainly with that, it's just a belief in ourselves. Our belief has never wavered. We always believe in what we can do, and we know what we can do. We know what we struggled on lately, and we've really been focused on really getting better at those things as of right now. But just sticking to what we do well and sticking with a good mindset, it's the only way we can move forward.
Question for you guys. So, like you said, it's really not been a blowout. It's come down to 1-2 possessions, even like at the very end with the FIU game. But what do you guys have to do, touching on Jairus, to make sure you really elongate that lead, have a longer lead to where it's going to be harder for guys to come back and make a late run at the end?
I just think that we just got to, keep working on it and keep focusing on what we do well, basically. I know our focus, sometimes we get off track, sometimes the things that we're doing, but sometimes we really look really well. We have really great spurts and all that. So we just got to make sure that we keep those spurts, keep them going along, keep trusting what coach is telling us to do, and then just go out there and execute the game plan like we're supposed to.
Just looking at tomorrow night, what do you guys know about UAB?
They're a good team.
They're a really good team. But we're a really good team, too, and we believe that we can compete with anybody. So we know that they're going to come out, they're going to compete. They've been playing well in the conference. This is a big game. They know this is a big game. We know it's a big game. So both teams are going to come out to compete ready and come and play physical and hard. So that's all we got to do is come out there and match their energy, and then just use the support of our fans coming out tomorrow night, giving us the extra boost, extra jump that we can have, so we can just go out there and just make something special happen.
With the fans, you guys are, I think, only 9-2 at home, so you guys are almost unbeatable at home. So, with the fans that you mentioned, how much do you guys feed into that, especially just with some of those really good games that you had in the last couple weeks at home?
Anytime you play at home, you want to have a good crowd. It's always a home court advantage or anything like that. But, the fact that we're having this blackout game with the recent struggles that we've had, this is a game with a team like UAB coming in here. This is a game that can kind of change the outcome of the season a little bit and get us back on track. So, it's important. It's important for us. It's important for the fans. It's important for the community. And it's a big game, and it's the next game, and that's why it's the big game.
Kind of going back to UAB, I believe it was Walker that had a big game in their last game against La Tech, put up 30-something points. I guess I don't know how much you guys have gotten into scout, but what have you seen from him on film? What's going to take to try to prevent him from going off?
Well, he's a tough shot maker. You sit down and watch one of those games, he's kind of relentless, aggressive from the start to the finish. So, he's definitely going to be a big key for us, trying to limit his touches and his shots and make his shots more difficult, just trying to contest his shots a little late and everything like that. But, there's a guy like that every game. But, he is a great player, so, it'll be a challenge.
Looking back to your first stretch here, I believe UAB was the team that you were supposed to play in the first round of the CSA tournament. But, looking back to that year as a whole and now to this year, Coach said anything you give this year is, a bonus. But it seems like you're playing really well. I know back in your first year you had some back issues. But, how do you feel about your game right now and where it is compared to your, first stint, your first year here?
It feels good, but to be completely honest, the individual stats don't matter to me. Winning is more important. This team is more important. So, I could care less if I hit 1 3 or I hit 5 threes or I make an impact. All I'm worried about is winning and having a winning impact. So.
Nonetheless, though, what he's been doing for us this season has been great, even though we wasn't expecting everything to have things knowing we were going to have, but everything Cam's been bringing to the table for us has just been helping us as a team and helps us in the locker room very well, just maturity as well. So now the guys been playing great this year.
You know, critics might look at that 9-9 record and question that, but you know, if you guys were to get that big win tomorrow against UAB, against the best team in the conference, you know, turning point sounds cliche, but how much of a turning point could that be if you guys get such a big win tomorrow?
Just a momentum swing. I mean, that's all it is. You know, it's just like a game. You know, a game of basketball is a game of runs. It's ups and downs. It's the same thing with the full season. You know, you just break it down into battles that turns into a war. You know, it's all it is. So.
Guys, it's pretty much after this week, it's a month left of the season, at least the regular season. What's the mentality going on the stretch?
Finish strong. That's all we can do. You know, everything in the past, we can't control it no more. It's happened. So everything we do, we just keep moving one step ahead. And each day we keep getting better, keep improving so we can go out there and compete and just show the best version of ourselves. Because we still have potential that we haven't tapped into yet. We're going to get to it real soon.